Hi, and welcome to Steve's Makerspace. I'm Steve, this is my makerspace, and today we're going to be looking at the Olympic Gymnast, how it was made, the evolution of it, some variations on it I'm going to show you that are very interesting, I think, and exciting. Yes! And, I'm sorry, we're going to be visiting with Norby and Vinny. I miss those guys. I haven't had them in a few videos. And we're going to be talking about angles. Yeah. So, let's get to it. Hey, Norby and Vinny. How are you doing?
Where have you been, Steve? It's been over 3 weeks.
Yeah, Steve, did you forget about us?
I'm sorry, guys. I got excited about the logic gates and I was trying to get some videos out. And yeah, I forgot about you.
Well, you should have at least had me there. I love logic.
You're right. Next time I do logic gates, you guys are invited. But today we're doing the making of Olympic Gymnast.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, you haven't? Well, let me show it to you.
Oh my goodness, she's beautiful.
Very impressive.
What's her name?
Olympic Gymnast.
That's not a name, that's a title.
Oh, well, I guess you can give her a name. Anyway, let's get started on how she came to be. Olympic Gymnast all starts with a wheel. I first learned how to make a wheel from Monkeyfarm. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. So you can see I've got this back and forth pattern with the wood and bearings in between each piece of wood. Then we turn each bearing the same number of degrees. You can see these start with 36-degree angles for each bearing. Now a circle is 360 degrees, so you would think that there would be 10 bearings, but there's only 9. That's because the 10th is where a bearing would be, except that the circle just comes together there. Here we have a larger circle. There are 15 angles, 14 bearings, and so 360 divided by 15 is 24. So each bearing is turned to 24 degrees. And here is a really big wheel, a Ferris wheel. It's got 72 angles. Each angle is 5 degrees. 5 times 72 is 360. In just 1/4 of the wheel, there are 18 angles, and each angle is 5 degrees, so 5 times 18, well, that's 90 degrees, which is 1/4 of a circle. Now, you might be wondering what this has to do with the Olympic Gymnast. Well, I'm getting to it. You see, if you take that same circle design and then add some more wood to it going in the other direction, you can make another circle, and now you're making sort of a sphere. And if you turn it in the other direction, you would also make a sphere. So I thought it would be interesting to make a ball that reverses itself. So here it goes from 24 degrees, 48 degrees the opposite direction, and then 48 degrees back. So here's what happens when it reverses itself.
That's quite interesting.
Right, but the first time I did this, I made a mistake in the way I was setting up the controllers and the bearings, and I came up with something a little different. Now, I didn't save that creation, unfortunately, because this was before you could save creations. But here's something I made that sort of shows what happened by accident. This has the same angles as the reversing ball, but there's a delay for 2 of the arms, so they change shape in a staggered format. I call it the staggered reversing ball. So if we look here, you'll see the red and the blue arms have the delay in them, while the fuchsia and black arms have no delay.
Seems to me if you made a mistake, you can't really claim credit for making the Olympic Gymnast.
Oh, I disagree, because happy accidents don't happen to people who just sit on their butt. Happy accidents happen to people who are actually doing stuff, trying to make something happen. I did quite a bit of tinkering to come up with the final version of Olympic Gymnast. Made a lot of different versions of the gymnast. Here's one of those versions. Here's another one. Now when you have these on a lift, you have 2 options to get it off the lift. You can either raise the lift and then take the lift out and it'll stay near the ground, or you can just take it off the lift near the ground and it'll pop way up in the air. The final Olympic Gymnast doesn't actually make a circle. I wanted it to get a little more lift, so with 3 of the bearings, I increased the angle by 15 degrees. And then I have 3 bearings on this one that don't move at all. Here are all three mechs together, the jumping reversing ball, the staggered reversing ball, and the Olympic gymnast.
Well, Dee Dee is hardly a mech. She's like in a totally different class.
Dee Dee?
He means the Olympic gymnast.
Yeah, her name's Dee Dee.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Norby, go say hello to her for me.
Well, I would like to have a closer look at her controllers. Excuse me, miss. My friend Vinny would like to meet you. Can you just stop for a second so I can talk to you? Hey, what are you doing? Unhand me! Help! Steve! Get me out of here!
I'm coming for you, Norby. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, Steve. What the heck is wrong with her?
She's just expressing herself.
She tried to kill me!
Or maybe you just got in the way of her creative process. Let that be a lesson to you.
You were the one that wanted me to talk to her.
Yeah, well, I didn't say to get up in her face. Hey, Dee Dee, can I talk to you for a second? Whoa! Oh, Dee Dee! Oh, my goodness, Dee Dee! That tickles! Oh, my goodness, girl!
Well, guys, it was good to have you back with me today.
Yeah, it was good to be back.
So that's it for today. On the workshop, you'll find the jumping reversing ball, the staggered reversing ball, and the Olympic gymnast.
Wait, did you say the Olympic gymnast? You put Dee Dee on the workshop?
Well, of course.
Steve, we told you about putting us on the workshop without asking us. Did you ask Dee Dee?
Well, Dee Dee's not a robot?
You can't be serious. You don't think she's a robot?
What a typical human. Can't tell a robot from a mech.
That's it, man. I'm just out of here.
Oh, come on, Vinny. Don't be like that. Come back, man. We were having a nice video. Well, if you liked it, just do whatever you want. Steve's Makerspace. And we're gonna be, probably saw that video of mine. It scared me. That was a bat. I don't know if you saw that. We're gonna be talking about